Hey, what's up, my little tattletales? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are Prince William and waiting for a personality, Katie, baby, remember we talked about it yesterday? All the smoke screens are coming out. Y'all, William threw an event, I'm sure you heard, but we're going to go over the video to end homelessness, right? And nobody showed up. Three people showed up and they didn't even show up for him. They showed up for the cameras. Now, a lot of people are saying, you are a billionaire, right? A billionaire. You're planning on ending homelessness by giving $3 million, which are pennies, over 6 to 8 months for a case study. So then the public purse can step in and replicate this. And on top of that, it's being dragged because it's just not going to work. But baby, you know what is going to work? Remember we talked about divorce watch? Remember we said that when George goes off to school, when he's 13 to Eton, William's going to have the divorce papers ready in the car as soon as they drop him off, and then pull off a la Charles and Diana. Now, if you don't know, William's also been partying. There have been a lot of rumors that they are separated. He's living in Kensington Palace. She's living in the cottage. Maybe she'll go to Frogmore Cottage now that they've officially, Harry and Meghan have officially cleared out of Frogmore, okay? They are done with the UK. Harry's just going to be California dreaming, right? People are saying that Kate might go to Frogmore, just her and the kids, because let's not forget, when George goes off to boarding school when he's 13, okay, fine, it's big enough for Kate and 2 kids and their nannies. However, Kate said not so fast. She doesn't want George to go anywhere. She's saying George is going to be home eating our chef and the nanny's home cooked meals until he is 18, right? Because think about it, once the heir, and it makes sense because the British people are royalists are cold. Once the heir goes away to college, nobody cares about the spare. Kate cannot play her little whole, oh my God, like I can't work because I'm a devoted mother when her kids are going to be taller than her and the heir, the only one they care about, is somewhere else. It's just not going to work. Kate is fighting tooth and nail for them to actually stay home, especially George. So what's William have on the books? Well, I'll tell you. William, in addition to saying that he is going to end homelessness, is saying that he's not going to publish his annual Duchy report. What does it have to do with anything? Well, on record, I don't know, but baby, we do speculation on this channel, and I'm going to speculate a little bit. You don't find it odd that the first year that he is the Duchy of Cornwall, where he will arguably have the lightest level of spending, that he's not releasing a report? Why would that be? Well, just follow me on this, will you? Why would that be? Can it be that William, right? He doesn't want spending released, even though. Why would that be? Why wouldn't he want people in his finances, right? Especially the first year. Why? Oh, you don't want people to know that you're spending. But what could you possibly be spending money on? I mean, you have access to $1 billion fortune, untold money. The only thing you have to account for is the money that you use from the public, like purse. So why wouldn't you want anybody to know what you're using that for? And what would that have to do with Kate and keeping her in line? It's almost as if Kate or her family might need money somehow. And if Kate wants her family maybe helped or bailed out, William's going to be the one to do it. But in order for him to be the one to do it, Kate's going to have to play ball. Kate's going to have to hop on one foot and bark like a dog. Shout out to Coming to America. Y'all, the streets are saying, right? The streets are, okay, fine, let me stop. Not the streets, me. I'm saying it. I'm the streets. I think that William is not releasing his spending as Duchy of Cornwall for his first year, not because he's hiding something, because royals love to release his first year so they can be like, look, I only spent $1. Look how much I love the public. No, it's because he plans on using some of those funds to bail Kate's family out of trouble. And what does he get in return? He gets a quiet Kate. He gets a docile Kate. He gets a Kate that literally barks like a dog whenever he snaps to it. Y'all, listen, you might say I'm wrong, but does this not sound like some mess that William and or his father could do? And honestly, why isn't he releasing those figures? Charles released how much he was paying. I think Charles said that he paid almost $5 million for William and Kate's, right? And some of it went into the duchy. What he's doing with that money, now this is the public side of money, he is not accounting for. Now, I know some of you guys are saying, William's a billionaire. He can pay for that mess out of his own pocket. He could, except for that's one thing I know about greedy rich people, especially those that are raised to defend on the public funds. They don't look at it as a gift. They don't look at it as a thank you. They feel entitled to the public funds. Entitled to the public funds. Literally, William thinks he is literally the king. And he has draconian, every time he comes around, it's like King Joffrey from Game of Thrones. I believe that William feels like he's entitled to that money. He is the king of the realm. He's been ordained by God, right? Even though the logic that you're ordained by God, but God told you to be mean to your brother and kick him out. It's weird the way the royals do this, right? He believes he is king of the throne, heir to the throne. He has right to it. All that money's his. So he would never go into his purse to spend anything when he can just go into his public purse, because that's what the money's there for. And I don't blame him, because the royalists are so stupid, they'll do that. Let's look at what's happened over the last few months, right? Harry and Meghan in the car chase. What did they end up saying? They dragged them. But Sophie's security, while they were protecting her, ran over an old lady, deleted her, and then kept on going. And Sophie kept on going. And then when she passed away, Sophie was like, yeah, I'll send her a message privately. And then the dumb family was like, I don't blame Sophie at all, unless the royal family paid the family out. But honestly, if somebody ran over my Meemaw or my mom, you couldn't pay me not to embarrass them, yell at them, and sue them. What else happened, right? Kate's family was exposed as being, as much as they like to say Harry and Meghan are grifters, Kate's parents actually proved to be grifters. Kate is the daughter of grifters. Kate made her livelihood being a grifter. There's all this talk about how Harry and Meghan are close to divorce. How, when, where, who? Meanwhile, Kate's not even allowed to touch William. Meanwhile, Kate's not even allowed to touch William while he's outside in public. And you know he ain't letting her touch her in private. William is out there gallivanting, behaving like a single man. The only thing William and Kate come together to do is to go after Charles. William's homelessness project was literally lambasted as just busy work. That's it. Just busy work. No, just vibes. As much as they like to say that Harry and Meghan, excuse me. As much as they like to say that Harry and Meghan are all talk, William's the one that literally put together first of all, hopefully dumb enough and arrogant enough to say that you are going to end homelessness in your country, but you're not putting any of your money to it. So you're dumb enough to think that you can just throw money at the homeless problem, which to a certain point you can if there's enough money around. Okay, but there's not that much money around. And you're cheap enough and petty and arrogant enough that you're not even going to use your money. You're using everybody else's money. You're going to make a model that other people can follow, even though the model, I believe, was already proven in Norway. So you're stealing somebody else's model that's been proven to work. Then saying by taking that model, you're going to end homelessness. And when people are like, great, so are you going to let estate housing be bought? Are you going to open your door? Are you going to do this and that? Oh, no. He literally made a giant man-sized early years. Again, why do I say this? Because I just think it's funny. Now we're going to get to the video, boys and girls. Here's the thing, and I've said it once and I'll say it twice. Kate and William are nothing but hype beasts. That's all they have. They're nothing but hype beasts. But their people at the palace are so in their own head and so disconnected from reality that they actually believe the stuff that they're printing. William and Kate are the future. They're loved by everybody. Get out the way, Charles and Camilla. Say what you want about Charles and Camilla. Charles can command a crowd from the royalists. He put in the work. They love his lanky, bony, evil, horrible father, horrible grandfather self, right? Even Camilla, she comes through with her little sherry dipped apples. Woo, woo. You know how like friendly horses, they come and try to share their food with you. They love Camilla when she comes and tries to share her food, right? The apples dipped in sherry. So say what you want about Charles. Say what you want about Camilla. The royalists on the ground actually like them. Cut to William and Kate. All these fake articles, the future, the this, the now, the early years. Every single time they go out, that's why I think they don't do any events. Not just because they're lazy, but because when they do go out, right? They make fools of themselves. And I'm not talking about going to the National Theater or like hoity-toity where the Turnituffs are and you're in like a captive audience. That's different. I'm talking about when they actually go out on the streets, where they go anywhere that the taxpayers are that actually pay their allowance. It's curtains. Nobody likes them. Nobody appreciates them. Nobody wants them. And that's why they're so shaken with Meghan and Harry. Case in point, y'all, look at this video of William. Look at this fool. Look at this bald-headed mofo. Look at it. They're walking. You could tell he's embarrassed because he's like, yes, sure. Curtain way. And he's walking and trying to keep his head down. And there are literally 3 people there. And you can all tell, baby, they ain't there for you. They thought it was like something going on. The funniest thing is when he walks by that one guy, the guy gives him a head nod, doesn't even know who he is. You have partitions up because you thought there were going to be a million shots. Instead, it's crickets, it's dust, it's nothing. You guys, this is the future of the monarchy. And as much as William wants Charles to get out of the way, Charles and everybody else knows if it does, this is the true case. William and Kate, you guys cannot rule behind press headlines. Because you guys aren't even in the right papers anymore. You don't know how to use modern social media. And George and Charlotte of them are so young. Are y'all going to start making them work where they're 12, 13, and 9, respectively? Y'all listen. William made a pure D fool of himself. But again, I do honestly believe that William is not releasing those funds because he is going to bail out his in-laws and he's going to hold it over Kate's head. Now that he controls her family's own survival in the palm of their hands, and let's not also forget, he can call the Metropolitan Popo on whatever Uncle Gary has going on, right? But at the end of the day, y'all, poor Kate, couldn't happen to a worse person. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.